Cause we need a little controversy. Cause it feels so empty without me. Hi, it's me again. How are you? Did you miss me? I know, I've been gone a while. I've been gone for about 2 weeks or something. And I bet you're wondering, Shiloh, where have you been? Well, I've been working on an album. And as you know, or probably don't know, when you're making music, you have to live life, right? So if you have like a writer's block or something like that, as they call it, you have to live life in order to have material to talk about. So I had to take a step back, live life, and then make music. The album is called Birds in the Trap. I've been working on this album for about 2 years now, around 2 years. Basically started working right after my last one, but there's still a little bit of like stuff in between. Regardless, that's not why we're here today, but we are here to talk about music. But if you're wondering where have I been, that's basically what I've been doing. Now I've been popping in and out on stream like a little bit, but that doesn't really count. I mean, we're talking about like a few VODs. Regardless, today we're going to be talking about the Super Bowl, because the Super Bowl just happened and there were a lot of people who are having mixed emotions about the halftime show and whether or not they liked it or not. Now, my whole thing is that I feel like a lot of people virtue their opinions and they don't have true tried and tribulated opinions. So other people's opinions are basically FOMOing in their deception of whether or not they believe that the Super Bowl halftime show was good. I believe that it was a good show. I actually liked it a lot, and we're going to talk about it. So look, most people are having this back and forth about Drake is the epitome of success, right? A succession, right? And so people are basically saying that Kendrick is not as on the same level as Drake is in terms of success, which we can say this, but you have to understand that this is a commercial artist. Comparing Kendrick to Drake is like comparing Mike Tyson to Floyd Mayweather. Mike Tyson is a heavyweight. Floyd Mayweather is a featherweight, on the feet, light person, right? So you can consider Drake a Floyd where he's a GOAT, but that doesn't mean that Mike Tyson can't knock Floyd Mayweather the fuck out. What are we doing? And so people are like having this whole fight and shit like online. Like people are a little bit too deep in, I'm not gonna lie. Like at the end of the day, it's just music. And if there is some sort of like actual beef, right, where we're talking about things like beyond a fucking word, right, like actions, right, then that's when we can be like, oh shit, this is way beyond rap. And sometimes what it could be is that, you know, they don't say what actually truly may have actually happened in real life to not be troll or whatever. So I believe that the Super Bowl halftime show was amazing. I liked it. Now I think people were comparing it to the Weeknd's. I remember the Weeknd's one had like her, I'm pretty sure this is the one I'm thinking of, where it had like her, and it just had so many different aspects to it where they were like, it felt like an entire like show, like a whole concert, like, but like a long concert, like you went there to see a whole ass, like full ass 3-hour concert or something. I don't know. Like it was like a Rolling Loud with how long in the performance, and there were so many dancers. There was a lot more in terms of, and also like the halftime show with Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg and stuff with that nostalgia vibe. Some people chase the nostalgia vibes and they aren't really understanding the aura that Kendrick precedes to the system. So the reason why people like K-Dot is because he is ultimately himself and only himself. He's not an impressionist. He is ultimately himself. And so the vibe that he gives, he brings the Compton vibes, but they're very subtle, chill vibes, but they're still like killer. They're still killer vibes. They're just subtle, right? Like, and in the aspect of the whole Super Bowl, that was the vibe that I got. We saw like a PlayStation format that he had out on the field, right? And I looked into the article of it, and apparently there's nothing to it. That's what they said. There was no subliminal in it. There was no subliminal. Maybe it's some subliminal that we wouldn't know about, like, you know, something Maybe Drake plays PlayStation. I don't know. But I tried to find if there was anything in that because I thought it was kind of cool. And I was like, oh shit, they got the XO there. That's mad chill. And so looking at like people's reaction online, a lot of people are basically saying Kendrick made his whole thing about Drake, and so like the height of Kendrick's career is a Drake performance. Now, are we really being for real? Do we really want to surmount Kendrick's entire legacy to one beef? Are we really going to sit here and pretend that Kendrick Lamar hasn't had some of the greatest hits like ever? But here's the thing, this does not discount Drake either. They both have had great music. They both are great artists. I don't know why people just try to rewrite history as if like one is not as good as the other one can be. It's all subjective at the end of the day. Music is, so one person could be like, Kendrick is a better lyricist. Another person could be like, Drake is a better lyricist. Which one's right? No one's right, because there is no objective manner in lyricism. It's all subjective because it's all ontological, and you have to really think about metaphors, similes, idioms, all these different things that to someone else. So say for instance, I say, I'm as fast as a cat, whatever, a shitty ass simile, right? But to some person who likes dogs, this is not going to be uttered with the same emotive state in terms of championing the lyric to a Kendrick if he says it, compared to if a Drake says, for all the fucking dogs or something, right? And I'm a dog person. So I'm a dog person. So I'm going to be like, this is better because I'm a dog person. So it's all subjective. At the end of the day, whether you want to say Kendrick Lamar is better than a Miles, well, who are you to say that? It's all opinionated. It is what it is. So look, we had Serena Williams out there crip walking on the pavement, dancing. I think her and Drake had some beef. I don't know any of it, but what I did see was that apparently Serena Williams, her sister passed away from a crip, or like from like some crips, and she was crip walking on the stage. There was a whole tweet on it, and people were like going back and forth because obviously that's kind of like, wow, how did that happen? And obviously that's unfortunate. No one should be going down to gun violence. It's so sad. The whole community, you know, we mourn for that. It sucks, especially as a Black person. It sucks. That being sort of the legacy that we leave traditionally is what it is. So we also got the Not Like Us performance. People were always suspecting. A lot of people also guessed the performance. Los Polos, basically script for script, fucking predicted it. Same with Academics. I think that they leaked the script or something, or somebody had insights. One of the performers, like, because they have to prepare it, right? So like somebody who works there is going to know some of the stuff that's going to happen, especially if there's like safety procedures that need to go on. There's a lot of people who leaked it basically. And so essentially, right, because it got leaked, it kind of killed the anticipation because everybody knew what was going on, and especially predicting this. I predicted the Super Bowl win. The reason I predicted it, not even on anything. As soon as I saw that Donald Trump was going, I predicted it because I know that the United States Eagle. As soon as you know that a president-elect is going, why would the Eagles lose if the United States mascot, or whatever you want to call it, national like spirit animal, is an eagle, a bald eagle, and the people who are going are eagle? I mean, it's the most patriotic. Why would they lose? Come on now. That was easy. That was an easy prediction. And the Eagles always been good. I remember back in the day, I used to play this I think it was 05 Madden game with the Eagles, and the Eagles were crazy. I used to play the Eagles all the time. I would win every single time with the Eagles. Every single time. The Eagles were crazy. It was back in the Xbox 360 days, regardless. So the performance had the Not Like Us anticipation, where he was like, are you gonna do it? And then it would like play like a snippet. Are you gonna do it? And then it would play a little snippet, and then like people were like that or whatever. And then it's like this moment where he's like, he drops out the lyric, say Drake, and then he hits a little grin. He hits a little, you can tell though, you can tell Kendrick was ready to drop that line. Like, it was, you know how like you were like you're almost so ready to do something that you're about to fumble it because there's so much like energy, but he didn't fumble it, but you can tell like he was ready to say that fucking line. Like it was ooh, that line was just deep inside of him. Pause. That line was there though. It was there. It definitely was there. Basically, that was what happened. And yeah, he dropped the Not Like Us performance. Everyone went crazy, shit balls. And then he had a chain that said A, or he had a chain that was a minor A, so it was for A minor. And also, he had the entire stadium once again, because we had the Grammys performance where the Grammys, everybody was saying A minor. And then they got they got at the Super Bowl, they got everyone to say A minor once again, man. Dude, insane. Now, the reason why I say that the Kendrick's aura that he brings to like Super Bowl oriented the aura that Kendrick brings just in general, it's always been very subtle. Even to like look at his cover arts. Look at the way he comes. But the way that he presents himself is it's very chill. It's always been chill. It's never been like this extraordinary thing. So I can understand where someone is like, well, if it's a chill person, why make him do a Super Bowl show? Well, I think it's the height of the performance. It's the height of what's the biggest thing in the music happening right now. Kendrick versus Drake, rap beef or whatever, rap battle. And so, dude, it's crazy. It was crazy. I thought that was a great performance. Everyone's gonna have their own opinions, but you have to understand, when you get a Kendrick Lamar, you are coming to be subtly murdered. It is a subtle murder, okay? He even has like the GNX thing. Remember like when he dropped that little GNX project, but on YouTube he dropped the music video to the and in the music video, like the pre-GNX thing that he presented, he had this little song and it was very subtle, and I thought that shit was crazy. The way he just like, if I don't bother nobody and I'm gonna bother that, like the way he comes, pause, is insane because it's subtle, but he's murdering you. It's like Young and May. Y'all ever seen that Young and May freestyle when she was on Funk Flex? But if you wasn't really paying attention, Young and May was just murdering the scene, like so calmly though. Like you really gotta pay attention to the idioms and how she was analogizing everything. It was crazy. It was wicked. Regardless though, a lot of people have their opinions, right? It is what it is. It's all subjective in the day. I thought it was a good performance. Even people like Ye, Ye over the past week is he's been doing some stuff. Okay, that's all we're gonna say. He's been doing some stuff, and he also had some good things to say about it. I think that it's one of those things where like if you don't understand, you're not gonna get it. You have to get it to get it. Obviously, if you don't get it, you don't get it. Like, it's what it is. So yeah, I think that's really about it. I thought it was a good performance, and everyone who was basically like going at it like on Twitter, like, people on Twitter are always going to have their opinions, and a lot of people on Twitter just really have like bad opinions. Just keep it a buck. A lot of people on Twitter have bad opinions. Like, it's good to have people voice their opinion so everything can be democratic, but that doesn't mean it's a good opinion. Okay, hey, and some people say my opinion's bad, but it is what it is. I think I'm being as real as possible, but yo, it's what it is. Yeah, that's really about it. So yeah, with that being said, I'm back. I'm better than ever. I did take a long awaited break, but I think it was necessary because I was doing shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't when you're making music, you can't like have things clouding what you're doing. It's got to be, I'm living life and we're doing this, and this is now I can focus and hone in on this vibration to be able to speak out what I really want to say. So with that being said, Team XO, I hope you all are doing great, beautiful. 2025 has been crazy. It's been a wicked 2 weeks or like month. January lets you know all fucking 80 billion of those. Tomorrow's video, we're going to be doing our 2025 predictions. Now, I was supposed to do that at the beginning of the year, but I said, let me get a taste of the year, and then we can really understand where we can head. So I'm going to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is Shiloh XO's 2025 predictions. So get ready. Okay, get ready, get buckled up, get ready. We're doing it. It's happening. It's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a show, because these 2025 predictions may end up coming true. Who knows? Who knows? Regardless, with that being said, all my huggers and kissers out there, if you're a hugger, give me a hug, and if you're a kisser, give me a kiss. Mwah. Mwah. I will see you guys when you're older. Peace. Pizza, pizza, pizza.